Hello, it's Philip Taylor speaking from Richmond Green Chambers, and this morning I'm looking at a book from LexisNexis in their series of excellent handbooks. This one is called Butterworth's Insolvency Law Handbook. It's now in a 14th edition and it's been edited by Glen, Queen's Counsel, and Marcus Haywood, and the consultant editors are Michael Crystal, Queen's Counsel, and Mark Phillips, Queen's Counsel. We have in fact given it a title on the web and in the journals of Attention Insolvency Practitioners. The latest Butterworth's Insolvency Law Handbook is just out, and that's what it is. It's what you'll expect it to be. We'll have a look at the book in a minute. It's this one here, but this is what we say. This is the 14th edition of this indispensable reference book on insolvency law, updated yearly by LexisNexis, and it's got on the spine, it's got 2012 written. You can see that's the front, there's the spine, and there's some comment at the back. You've also got nice shaded areas so you can find what you're looking for, but we'll look at the book in detail in a minute. Quite rightly, the publishers point out that within its more than 3,000 pages, and be careful, they're quite flimsy, this handy volume, in its usual robust paperback form, and it is robust, you can drop it, is the most comprehensive collection of insolvency law source materials applicable in England, Wales and Scotland. And both editors, that's Glen, Queen's Counsel, and Marcus Haywood, as well as both consulting editors, hail from South Square Gray's Inn, regarded as one of the leading chambers sets for insolvency work. It incorporates, this book, all the changes to insolvency regimes in England, Wales and Scotland since the 2011 edition and has been completely updated. The structure is similar to that of previous recent editions in that it's divided into 6 parts, which we summarise in order as Insolvency Act 1986 and the transitional provisions, the EU and international materials, Company Directors Disqualification Act, Bankruptcy Scotland Act 1985, Primary Statutory Instruments, and in Part 6, Miscellaneous Primary and Secondary Legislation. And the wealth of new material included since the last edition makes it virtually imperative to acquire this if you're actually in this area of practice. Can I also say that whatever information you need to assist your clients, the handbook is nothing if not an efficient research tool with its minutely detailed table of contents. Now let's just have a quick look at it. It's very heavy, as I say. You can see, I don't want to go into too much detail, but you can see the sort of content setting out the statutes and so forth. These are actually rules. Right at the back you've got some interesting points about the others in the series. You do have a very detailed index. As I say, the book is heavy, but as a paperback it's not too bad. You have the various pieces of legislation in Part 6, that's the miscellaneous part, and then we're working backwards towards the front. Let me just show you the front of the book as well. That gives you an idea of the contents. And I think one of the points about this, because of the way that the book is structured, is to get a feel for how the book is actually organised. And what you've got here is you've got the little bracketing and the paragraph numbering, if you can see it. That in itself gives a great deal of assistance to trying to find what you're looking for from the index and the contents. You've also got some notes occasionally on the bottom. I'm very grateful that LexisNexis have produced this book again, because I think it does assist us very much with our work in this area, both as practitioners, and I'm sure the bench find it extremely helpful as well. Let me conclude by saying the editors state that all relevant changes to primary and secondary legislation are up until the 6th of April 2012. It's just been published and I'm recording this mid-2012 at the moment. So they've taken into account where possible all the changes. Thank you to all concerned, and thanks again, and hopefully we will get another edition next year just to keep an eye on all the changes. Bye bye.